So, like always, I hope y'all enjoyed that cool intro. And today, this is my second part of the two-part reasons series. I wasn't able to do it yesterday because yesterday was Levi's 10th birthday. Yeah. Today we're going to talk about 10 reasons why the OnePlus 6T can be considered better than the iPhone XR. Now, be sure to like the video and subscribe especially if you want to. I mean, it's not required, but it would be highly appreciated. And anyways, let's get into it. Okay, so the first reason is the battery percentage icon. So while you technically can get the battery percentage icon on the iPhone XR, due to that notch, you have to swipe down Control Center like every time. And while on the OnePlus 6T, you can see it basically anywhere. Number two is 720p slow-mo video at 480 frames per second. So both are capable of 4K video at up to 60 frames per second and 1080p video at up to 240 frames per second. But the OnePlus 6 can also record 720p video at 480 frames per second for up to a minute. Yeah, I mentioned a few months ago, with the Galaxy S9 that it can do 960 frames per second video, but that was only 4.2 seconds, so I would consider that kind of a gimmick. But with this, considering you can do it for a full minute, I wouldn't really consider it a gimmick. Number three is a bigger battery. So there's a bigger battery at 3,700 milliamps compared to 2,942 milliamps, which that could lead to a longer battery life. Number four is better camera. So in some ways the iPhone XR camera is better, but however the OnePlus 6T has better cameras. So like the rear is 16 megapixels compared to 12, which could lead to sharper images, and actually the front is 16 compared to 7, so there's a huge difference there. And the f-stops are f1.6 compared to f1.8 on the rear, and on the front it's f2.0 compared to f2.2, which is beginning to get somewhat outdated. I mean, I don't know if it's too outdated considering you do have considering you probably have the front-facing flash, Retina flash, but however, f2.2 is beginning to get outdated. It's like really outdated. Number five is a bigger screen and a smaller notch. So the OnePlus 6T has a 6.46-inch display compared to a 6.06-inch display on the iPhone XR. Yeah. Number six is the better dark mode. So like you get an actual dark mode compared to, hey Dad. Oh, my dad just got home. You do get a dark mode, but it's just not as good. Like as you can see here. Okay, so as you can see, okay, just a minute, I'm just checking something. Okay, good, the microphone is on. But anyways, if we go here, we go to Classic Invert. As you can see, it makes the colors look weird, while on the OnePlus 6T, that doesn't really happen. And I'm not sure if it's going to happen on the iPhone X. I'm not sure if it would happen on the iPhone XR, even with a software update, considering that it doesn't have the OLED display like the 10, 10S, and 10S Max do. But yeah. 7 is better RAM management. So, iOS 12 did improve RAM management, but however, it would still be better. Especially the 8GB versions, which, with the OnePlus 6, there was a 64 and 6GB, while the 128 and 256 came with 8GB, while with the OnePlus 6T, this time, there's a 6GB 128 version, an 8GB 128 version, and an 8GB 256 version. So there's a 128GB version with 6GB of RAM in addition to one with 8GB of RAM. Okay, so you would be able to keep more apps opened, and it could lead to a better multitasking experience. Not like the multitasking with split screen, but actually you could go through apps faster. Number 8 is more storage for less money. So the OnePlus 6T starts at $549, while the XR starts at $749, and they start at 128 versus 64 on the XR. But however, the thing is that actually the 256GB OnePlus 6T costs only $629 compared to $729 for the 64GB iPhone XR. So you get 4 times the storage for more than $100 less. Number 9 is it's bigger. Actually, there is another advantage to it being bigger besides that. It opens the door for the bigger screen, but actually it's bigger. So actually, generally a bigger can be looked at as a bad thing. But however, due to it having a bigger size, it would be less likely to fall out of your pocket. Like now that I've gotten a 6S, compared to my older 6 Plus. Since the 6S is smaller, my iPhone 6S has fallen out of my pocket a lot more. So due to the OnePlus 6T being smaller, due to the OnePlus 6T being bigger, it's less likely to fall out of your pocket. And even though you can get a case, sometimes it might be too late because like there's some things that it really can't survive. Like if you're like riding your bike and you and it falls out of your pocket and you don't find it until a car runs over it, it probably wouldn't survive. But and finally, reason number 10 is fast charging in the box. So both have fast charging, and I'm fine with the fast charging, and I'm fine with the speed my 6S charges at. Maybe because it's a smaller battery, but actually it's really milliamps per minute that ultimately matters. But I feel like my 6S charges fast enough. Lately, maybe it's because it's it's like brand new, but however, you actually get the fast charging accessories in the box, and then like with the 10 and 10S and 10S Max, it's not really all that big of a deal considering that the 10R is much cheaper. But however, you don't have to go through the hassle of having to pay for the fast charging accessories. And you can get them for free, which makes the OnePlus 6T even more cheaper if you want the fast charging for the 10R. So those were the 10 reasons why, those were the top 10 reasons I could think of on why the iPhone 10R is better than the OnePlus 6T. I hope you all enjoyed this video and have a great day, or a great day tomorrow if you're watching this late at night. Bye.